Hey y'all, my name's Mara. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my TBR game for March. If you're new to my channel and you haven't seen this TBR game before, I'm going to quickly explain the rules, and if you are not new here, you can go ahead and check the description for timestamps to skip ahead to different sections. Basic rules of the game is that I have this lovely wheel that we're going to spin that have different letters on each section. I'm going to spin it 3 times, and for each spin I am going to get a letter. So for instance, if I spin the wheel and I get the letter F, I could read The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I could also read this if I spun a P, an L, or an A. So basically any letter in the book title or the author's name that the word starts with, I can pick. I'm gonna do this 3 times initially. However, if I do land on a letter and I can't decide what I want to read for that, I can choose to forego the prompt, but I'll have to add an extra spin. Now, quickly recapping what I read last month, because if I don't finish all the books that my spinner wheel picks for me, I have to go on a book buying ban for the month of March. And I am sad to report that I tried so hard and I came so close, but unfortunately I did not finish all 3 of my books. However, I am very proud of what I actually did read. The first book that the spinner wheel picked for me last month was The Wedding Party by Jasmine Guillory, and this is one of the oldest books on my TBR, so I'm so happy that I finally read this. I ended up giving it 2 stars. I didn't really enjoy it. However, it is one book that I did check off my physical TBR, so I'm super happy that I finally got around to it. I did read this for a reading vlog, so I'll link it in the description as well as in the cards in case you want to hear more of my thoughts on it. The second book that the spinner wheel picked for me was The Gilded Wolves by Rajani Chokski, and I actually read this entire series in February, so that is where a lot of my reading went, and perhaps why I did not finish this challenge like I initially set out to in the beginning of the month. I gave this one 4 stars, and I gave books 2 and 3 5 stars each, and I'm so happy that I read this because this is now one of my all-time favorite YA fantasy series. Now, the last book that I set out to read for the month was very ambitious, and this is why I did ultimately fail, and I kind of set myself up to fail. In order to read this book, I had to read a 600-page book that came before it in the series. So I did not finish Wings of Shadow, which is the 3rd book in the Crown of Feathers trilogy, and I came really close, guys. I'm actually very impressed by how much I managed to read in like the last 2 or 3 days. This is how far I am, guys. Like, I have less than 200 pages left of the 600-page book. I'm sad about it because I really did want to finish this challenge out strong, and I could say, you know, I attempted it. I did read more than like the average page length for a book, but I'm gonna stick to my ban because I did not finish it. And I'm so sad, but I am really enjoying this so far. I'm liking this one more than book 2 of the series. I just feel like book 2 dragged a lot, and that's another reason why it took me till the end of the month to get this, because I had to finish Heart of Flames first, and it was just a bad decision. Today, we're gonna try and not make bad decisions. We're gonna try and make good reading decisions, and hopefully we're gonna knock some of the oldest books out of my TBR. Hopefully we'll get to some books and series that I'm really excited about, and maybe try some books on Kindle Unlimited. Let's get into the game with spin number 1. Literally why. This is so funny actually, because I got the challenge letter block for the first time last month, and I've once again gotten it this month. So let's see what I can do with this. This is just quite silly in my opinion. Quite silly. I guess I could use this, but I'm not gonna do that because I already started it. That's definitely cheating. Okay, so just some options that I'm seeing on Kindle Unlimited are Wanna Know a Secret by Frida McFadden, as well as What the River Knows. I wasn't prepared for this early on. This sucks. Okay. I also just recently got Crown of Bones by A.K. Wilder, and this one also has just been kind of intriguing me ever since it came out. So I'm leaning towards this, but honestly, I don't remember what it's about. You know what? I do want to read this, but I just remembered a book that I have to read for a video, so let me find it. All right, we're gonna do this one. We're gonna do Witches Steeped in Gold for the letter W. I'm a little nervous about this one, to be honest, because it has very low ratings on Goodreads, and actually the reason I want to read this is because I'm doing a video, hopefully, fingers crossed, about the lowest rated books on my physical TBR, and this is unfortunately one of them. But I'm very excited about this book. I've been excited about this book for a long time. It just makes me nervous because it is a little bit longer. I think this one's closer to 600 pages as well, but I'm trying not to be scared of long books in 2024. So far it's not going well. I'm trying to be more open to reading longer books because I love fantasy and they typically tend to be on the longer page count. So we're gonna do Witches Steeped in Gold for our first pick, and this one follows two rivals, I want to say. Araya, who spent her life in a cell, heir to an overthrown and magically gifted dynasty. She was exiled from her home. And then we have Jasmine, who grew up dressed in gold with stolen magic at her fingertips. Her existence is a threat to her mother's rule, but unlike her sister before her, Jasmine has no intention of dying to strengthen her mother's powers. Sworn enemies, these two witches enter a deadly alliance to take down the woman who threatens both of their worlds. I'm excited to get to this one. Let's get into spin number 2. All right, our second letter is A. This is like not going well for me at all because I always make a list on my phone of what is on my radar, generally speaking, and none of the spins so far have really coincided with that, so we're doing great. I guess we could do Crown of Bones, which is what I was considering for the last spin because of the author's first name, A.K. Wilder. So let me figure out what this one's about because I literally just read the synopsis and it already left my head. But let's see if this is the best option as well. I have really been eyeing Lightlark, but I'm hesitant to start this one because I know the series is incomplete, so I kind of want to wait till we have a third book announcement. Another good option might be Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. This is a series that has been calling to me for a while because it's the Arthurian legend inspired. I just kind of want to wait for the second book in the series, like I said for Lightlark. I just don't like to start series if they're not all out. All right, I think we're gonna go with Crown of Bones by A.K. Wilder for the letter A, and I am excited about this one, and I also love that it is available on Kindle Unlimited as well as the second book in the series, so if I do enjoy this, I can read it on my Kindle without a problem, and I can just dive right into the second book. Crown of Bones is for fans of epic fantasies and sweeping adventures. This ensemble cast will immerse you into a world of unique magic, breathtaking action, and unforgettable characters. I'm gonna hold this author accountable to that. In a world on the brink of the next great dying, no amount of training can prepare us for what is to come. A young heir will rise, the most powerful phantom in all of Basine. A dangerous high savant will do anything to control the 9 realms. A mysterious and deadly Mar race will steal children into the sea, and a handsome guide with far too many secrets will make me fall in love. My name is Ash, a lowly scribe meant to observe and record, and yet I think I'm destined to surprise us all. Honestly, this sounds really intriguing. I love that this is going to be from the perspective of someone who's not necessarily supposed to be at the forefront of the novel. I'm interested. I love this cover, and like I said, I'm excited about the fact that it'll be available on my Kindle as well, so I can switch back and forth between the two. All right, guys, let's do spin number 3. This is our last spin. Please be something good, please. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We finally got a letter that I actually wanted to see called. So we got the letter F, and I know exactly what I'm going to be reading for this because this is the one book that I was really hoping I could get on here. And that book is Phoenix Flame by Sara Holland, so F for Flame. I am so excited for this. This is the sequel to Havenfall, which I did read last month and I gave 4 stars to. I'm doing a video, like I mentioned earlier, for the lowest rated books on my physical TBR, and Havenfall was one of them, but I was actually very pleasantly surprised that I greatly enjoyed it and was really excited to jump into the sequel. I immediately purchased this once I finished Havenfall, and I just could not wait to get my hands on it. So now that I have a reason to read this, I am just so ecstatic. And also, I love how short it is. I definitely need a short book after the month that I had in February. So I need to feel like I can actually attain my goals, and I feel like this will be an easy one to read from the spinner wheel selections. Havenfall is the first book in this series, so Phoenix Flame is going to pick up where we left off. We follow our protagonist Maddie as she goes to this inn called Havenfall, which is sort of an intersection of 3 different worlds. So Havenfall is the human world, and it's sort of used as a diplomatic area to unite all of these realms together. And there was a realm in the past, I believe they're the Solarians, that were banished from the realm. And so when a body shows up at one of Havenfall's events, it sort of launches us into this murder mystery aspect, and it's also trying to keep the peace between the 3 nations. Really enjoyed Havenfall. Like I said, give it 4 stars. That vlog will be coming one day, maybe 6 months down the line, but I'm really excited to see what happens in Phoenix Flame. All right, guys, so let's just wrap up what the spinner wheel picked for me. We have 3 YA fantasies. I'm so excited. I feel like I haven't been in my YA fantasy era in such a long time, so I'm so happy that I'm enjoying just what I'm reading, and I'm excited to finish out a series as well as start 2 new ones. So we've got Witches Steeped in Gold, Crown of Bones, and Phoenix Flame. So if you've read any of these 3 books, please let me know what you guys thought. I will be enjoying them and savoring them since I will not be allowed to buy any books this month. You know what, I'm sad about it, but also I have such a great selection of books behind me, and now that I have a Kindle, I have access to Kindle Unlimited, so I'm just so excited to be exploring the books that I already own and giving Kindle Unlimited a shot. So please let me know what you think of these books. If you've read them, once again, I would love to hear all your opinions, and thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Again, comment down below and subscribe to my channel. I do this TBR game every single month. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.